Oh boy, y'all, you better get your traveling shorts on because today we are going to be doing not a diecast review, but a double diecast review provided by my good friends at Circle B Diecast, so you guys see that information down below. But yep, double diecast review, you know what that means, double the trouble and double the fun and anything else I can probably say that can be double. Well, how about the damn diecast? So today it is going to be on Erik Jones and Noah Gragson, or I'm sorry, whatever drivers now drive this 42 car, for the Legacy Motor Club. Yeah, we will be reviewing both these primary cars that we got for this double diecast review, which I know sounds pretty darn random, but if you think about it, both of these are the primary paint schemes for both full-time drivers in the Legacy Motor Club. I mean, excluding Jimmy Johnson, but as you guys see right here, I thought, hey, you know, since this 42 car is kind of irrelevant now with a certain driver, I thought might as well tag along with probably the only guy that's kind of keeping this team quite alive. But anyways, alive like a legend. But anyways, today let's go and start off the double diecast review, the official unboxing of the 2023 Legacy Motor Club primaries. And alrighty, folks, we got these diecasts out of their boxes, and yeah, this is going to be a really interesting one, but I guess we can probably go ahead and start off. Usually I would start in numerical order, but, you know, we'll save, you know, the bad news bears for probably for the end of this. But let's start off with the guy who is actually making his second year in the Legacy Motor Club, well, when it was rebranded from Richard Petty Motorsports to Petty GMS and now Legacy Motor Club. But it's been actually a few years now since Erik Jones has been the driver of the 43 car. If I can count, it's actually 3 years. So, but as you guys see right here, we got ourselves a brand new sponsor for Erik Jones, but not really a new sponsor for the team, because if you guys know the story about, you know, Allegiant, I mean, no, they're not like a giant freaking company. I mean, they kind of are. They're airlines, but I was trying to make a really bad dad pun joke, but I don't know. Hey, look, kids, that looks like a Days Inn logo. I smell a lawsuit, but this is a really cool looking paint scheme that we got right here for the Legacy Motor Club 43. And you can see right there, it does have, of course, what really makes a Legacy Motor Club diecast, you know, what these cars are unique for. They always have the black, the black pillars, and they also have the gold trim around those side skirts, and of course where the number is as well. So I will have to admit that I thought the gold was going to look kind of funky on this, but you know what, this actually doesn't look too bad, as we're trying to look for some quality issues, as my camera does not want to focus in on those fine details. But this is a really nice looking diecast that I actually never showed you guys on a haul video. So hey, don't you like surprises, boys and girls? But this is really cool. I mean, I kind of find it funny that they have gold on this car, but we can't even get a gold Chevrolet logo. But don't worry, the next few diecasts that are going to be shipped out in these next few weeks, we will be having colored manufacturer logos again. So thank you, Lionel. But this is the primary scheme that unfortunately actually is funded by the team himself. If you guys are familiar with the Allegiant, I mean, of course, you've probably seen it with Spencer Gallagher and many other various drivers from not only the Truck Series, but also Xfinity and in Cup. So practically you can call this car like an unsponsored car because, yeah, one of the part-time owners of what was known as Petty GMS, now Legacy Motor Club. What was it, Maury? No, not like the talk show host. You are not the father. I sure am. But Maury Gallagher. I mean, that name might probably ring a bell because, like I just said, Spencer Gallagher. So you can put the pieces in the puzzle right there, and then you got yourselves a free flight to your next Allegiant trip. So, to be honest, I've never really actually flown with these guys, but I really do like this paint scheme. It's pretty simple, but it does suck that Allegiant had to step on board. I mean, thankfully, actually, they did. I don't know why I had to say it sucks, but as you guys remember last year, Focus Factor was supposed to be the main sponsor of the 43 car, and that car is pretty much well known because not only the diecast sold well, but also he won his second Southern 500 from last year in that car. So great way to start off the playoffs. But I can't say that about this year, man. As much as there were pretty much a lot of ups last year, can't say that about this year, man. Both Legacy Motor Clubs, even Jimmy Johnson, had issues. Like, if you want to describe this whole season in general, look back at this year's Coca-Cola 600. That will tell you just how much of a flop this team has been. But don't worry, we are going to be switching to Toyotas next year, which I know every American is absolutely losing their shit right now. Hence, I am as well, but just it's just funny when a Chevrolet gets replaced by a Toyota, everyone just starts losing their shit because, heck, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are big car manufacturer fanatics. I'm not so anymore when it comes to NASCAR. I mean, but I just find it pretty funny. But that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, we'll see what Toyota does. I mean, I know Toyota pretty much has a bad reputation when it comes to killing teams, so hopefully Erik Jones won't get that treatment like he mostly did with Furniture Row, so... But this year in general, man, as we're going through the paint scheme right here, really nice, pretty clean and vibrant. Like I said, the gold looks really nice, and then you got like these nice little accents of just whatever the Elijah logo is. But every time I look at that, I'm just like, oh, stay at Days End, but that's not the same thing, dipshit. STP is still a sponsor because, you know, Petty. I do like that the UF Air Force logo is right here where the sun is, so like that's pretty cool. Hopefully we're not going to have any Air Force people flying to the sun because that does sound pretty darn disturbing. So anyway, with the dark jokes aside, I will have to say, man, yeah, this, I think the only memorable moment I have to say is that, I think at Atlanta, Erik Jones probably got like he's had a few top 10s, but nothing too crazy compared to last year. But I think he made like 8 or 9 moves at one of the Atlanta races. That's the only thing I sensed that was good about this. And this car might get overlooked because we do have the Guns N' Roses car, which, if you guys are ready for that one, you guys will be ready for that because I am going to go absolutely rock nuts on that. Can't believe I just said that as a full sentence, but I'm going to have fun with that. And then we also get the U.S. Air Force Thunderbird car that came out. So this one might be the least popular one, but I was still recommending getting it because, heck, man, this is a really cool diecast. But let's get on now to this guy right here. We're going to be looking at Noah Gragson. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to be looking at Mike Rockefeller's. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Josh Berry. Wow, no Josh Berry car. Carson Hocevar, or if you even want to be even more for real, Grant Enfinger, you get what I'm picking. But since the diecast is Noah Gragson, even though this car is pretty much dated now, this is the Noah Gragson 2023 Sunseeker Resort car. Now, I will have to admit, the Sunseeker scheme has already went through a lot of changes. This is the second change that they had, and I actually prefer this. I think this paint scheme actually looks really cool. It's just a damn shame that every time I see this car, I just think of Noah Gragson and wrecking the son of a bitch. Like, seriously, man. But that kind of changed when we had Carson Hocevar drove the 42 car just this week at Darlington. I think he's going to be racing for the rest of the races for this round, as far as I know. But he actually did pretty well. So there's a lot of questions and concerns that are saying, okay, maybe Noah Gragson just wasn't that good enough. But he had good runs at calling last year, but just this year, man, I mean, I think the only thing that has been good with Noah Gragson, I mean, besides that embarrassing haircut and him getting absolutely just, you know, punched in the face like, you know, KO bitch, like with Ross Chastain from like many months ago. I remember he actually got a few top 10s. I think he was like at the Clash and at North Wilkes-Barre, he got a top 10 or a few top 10s. Even the Bristol Dirt Race, I think he finished in the top 10. But other than that, this thing's just been mostly not really checkers and more like wreckers. And we are going to be getting the North Wilkes-Barre race version as well. Hopefully we're not going to, I mean, luckily that one wasn't as bad as the Gateway one. The Gateway race was absolutely just horrific, man. I mean, I feel bad for Noah Gragson, but of course, you know, he made some really bad mistakes. And like I said, 2023 this year, I'm not getting into full details about that, but it has been such a disastrous year for Noah Gragson. And that sucks because I think the guy had a lot of potential, but I feel like going back to the Xfinity Series, if he can get any opportunities there, will be the best for him. I mean, because we thought he was ready, but clearly he isn't. I mean, the Cup Series, man, it is an elite level of, you know, drivers. And Noah Gragson, I think if he comes back and wins a championship for the Xfinity Series, then maybe we could see him in this car. Or maybe, well, not in this car, but you know what I mean, in a Cup car, mostly very soon. But it's unfortunate. I mean, I like the guy and all, but just, of course, everyone's pretty mixed about this guy now, especially with after what just happened, like a month ago. But getting back to this car, I mean, as you guys already are aware that the Sunseeker car, this is basically another sponsor that is owned by, you know, the Gallagher family. Let's just say that. So yeah, Maurice Gallagher, they own Allegiant and they also own Sunseeker Resort. So maybe that's the main reason why I wanted to do a double diecast review of these two cars, because yeah, but same thing. But what I really like about this is that the gold, as you guys see right here, like I said with the Erik Jones car, we got the gold accents for the number and on the side skirts. Even a part of the name rails, what I've noticed, like a bit part of the B pillar actually is gold, which I don't think it's like that on the Erik Jones car. I mean, there's like a sliver of gold, but like nothing too crazy, but I think that's actually a sponsor. But Yeah, really, really interesting to say at the very least. And Jimmy Johnson's car is like this as well. I know I feel cursed I didn't bring out the Johnson car, but it's a double diecast review, not a triple diecast review. So apologize for you guys. But again, Chevrolet logo is colorless, but at least we got interior detail. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at that. That is just look at me. I'm so overwhelmed by that interior detail that I literally just ended the 42 cars career. But not for real, man. I think what I really like about this is that it's a color scheme that we really don't see as much. I mean, it's like a gray background, and then you got teal. The orange number does suck. I think that looks pretty bad. I'm sorry. That orange number looks tacky and fucking wacky. But then you got like this teal as well, and it's really cool. I actually kind of like this compared to well, that's pretty random right there. Look at that. I guess I guess part of that hurricane is about to come in, and I guess seek out that resort. Sorry, too soon. But yeah, dude. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like, guys. It looks like hurricane waves, if I had to describe that. I mean, I'm a Floridian now, so I can say that. So, but I wonder if someone's gonna be seeking the sun out in this review. Good lord. Okay, well, this review is already sucks as it is. So, but I prefer this paint scheme compared to the most recent one that they have, where it's just all teal. It looks a little too basic. Looks like someone created that shit on MS Paint. This one has a little more creativity and character to it. So, but yeah, no matter what the driver is of this car, like I just said, there's like 5 other guys that drove this car. But these are 2 diecasts I would probably look out upon. We're probably going to see these cars again probably next year if they can't find any sponsorships. But with that Toyota money, they probably will. So I would say if you guys really want to get them, probably get them, especially the Noah Gragson one, since that one's going to be pretty obscure to find now since he doesn't drive that car anymore. But feel free to post your comments and thoughts below, as this is going to wrap up the double diecast review of the 2023 primary paint schemes for the Legacy Motor Club of Erik Jones, Noah Gragson, and all the other various drivers that took over his ride for the remainder of this year. So comment, subscribe. This has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy, and I will catch you guys next time on another double diecast review.